everybody, Akasan here. We got a little special thing today. A little while ago, I got this message. I try to keep up on all my Facebook messages. It's not always that possible, but I'm doing my best. And I always look at them, but I can't always reply to them because sometimes it's just not, I don't have the time to reply back to each and every one, but if I could, I would. But I got this one special one that kind of struck my attention, and I wanted to read it off to you guys here. This comes from Pasha. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Pasha. He said, "Hello, Akasan. In one of my latest comments, I mentioned to you that I am a teenager, 14 years old, meaning that I go to school in New York. Today, I was given a homework assignment in school. My homework was to write about something that you did or someone. At first, I did not know what to write about. Later on, I decided to write about you. I personally think that you are one of the greatest reactors on YouTube, and I want to prove it to you by sharing with you my essay that I wrote about you today." All right, here we go. Should I do it in a kid voice or just my own voice? I'll stick with the kid voice. Maybe that's better. Here we go. This one comes from Pasha. Akasan, the honest reactor. Intro. Back in the mid-2015, I was researching video games. Searching and playing video games was my passion. Another thing that I also like to do is watching movies and TV shows. I also love Asian culture. I want to visit countries such as Japan. I wanted to find a person who was very interested in the games and movies that I enjoy. While I was researching and watching different gameplays on YouTube, I suddenly found that a huge game conference was held in California. During that conference, there was a trailer shown for the remake of the game that has been rumored for almost a dozen years. The game was called Final Fantasy VII Remake. The original Final Fantasy game was created almost 20 years ago. The original Final Fantasy game was created in Japan back in 1997 by famous director known as Tetsuya Nomura. Ever since the game was created, the fans have been eagerly waiting for the game's re-release. I personally never played the original game, but I have seen my brother play it before. However, I played a couple of Final Fantasy titles. After I watched the trailer, I got so interested in it that I wanted to know what the other YouTubers thought of it. Suddenly, I found a YouTuber known as Akasan. Who is Akasan? Akasan is a famous YouTuber. At first, he used to live in LA. However, 4 years ago, he moved to Japan. He traveled all over Japan. Akasan has a YouTube channel where he reacts to different video game and movie trailers and discusses them after his reactions. He calls himself an honest reactor, because he tells what he really thinks about the games and movies. Oh, don't I? Okay. One of his favorite movies is the Batman Begins trilogy. One of his favorite video games is Batman Arkham Knight. Not only does he talk about video games and movies, but he also discusses his personal life in Japan. He talks about himself visiting different places in Japan, from visiting McDonald's to going to gorgeous islands. Akasan created his channel about 2 years ago. Ever since then, he has been created hundreds of videos for the past couple of years. Akasan recently ascended to 80,000 subscribers this April. He calls himself the Prince of Reactors because another reactor known as Tyrone Magnus has over 700,000 subscribers. Yeah. So what do I think about him? I think that he is a great reactor and one of the greatest reactors out there. Ever since I first encountered him on YouTube, I have been following his channel. About a few months ago, I have noticed several YouTubers telling him that he is stealing content from other videos posted by other YouTubers. I personally think that this is not true. You're goddamn right. Oh, that's a kid. You're absolutely right. Anyways. Maybe he has some of the equipment that other YouTubers used. It happens sometimes that people might have the same materials, like I, for example, have a platform called Xbox One. A friend of mine also has the same platform. Does that mean we copied each other? No. It means it was just a coincidence. I think that Akasan is probably inspired by other people. I hope he will reach his goal to reach 100,000 subs and will become a king of reactors by passing 750,000 subs. That is more than Tyrone Magnus has right now. 744,284. I got so interested in Akasan that I decided to meet him on Facebook. There, I asked him whether he will be reacting to an animated TV series known as Star Wars Rebels, because a month before that, he reacted to the trailer. I was so happy when he answered my message the next day. He told me that he is currently working on it. This is true. From that day on, I started to have a brief conversation with him. I also told him to react to several other game and movie trailers. I hope he will react to them in the future. Overall, I enjoy watching his videos, and I cannot wait for him to make reviews for upcoming films such as Captain America: Civil War, Suicide Squad, Doctor Strange, and Star Wars Rogue One. On April 5th, Akasan made a live stream where he mentioned my name, and that made me happy. In fact, he was right by calling me son. In fact, I am 14 years old. That was actually a Frank Miller joke, but yeah. That was when I finally revealed to him that I am in fact a teenager, and thanked him for talking about my comment. During his live stream on YouNow, Akasan also mentioned he is currently debating on whether or not he would come to America this summer. Over the years, Akasan has made awesome reactions. Most of them were funny. They cheer me up when I feel lonely. I will continue to support him and be his loyal subscriber forever. Akasan pictures. Oh, okay. I guess he included pictures of me. Of like freaking out, the Final Fantasy remake, Captain America reaction, Akasan versus Tyrone Magnus, the end. Very good. So he's like, "Hello Akasan, what did you think of my essay?" Pasha, that was the dopest. I'm trying not to curse because you're young, man. That was awesome, very good. I like all the points that you hit. It was great. It inspires me as a teacher to continue being a good inspiration for a lot of you kids out there. You know, I know there's a lot of different YouTubers you guys can pick, and there's sometimes there's YouTubers out there that are doing things that aren't really the best sort of influences, but you find it funny, entertaining. Just remember, there's a difference between entertainment and your life choices, and when you get older, imitating what you see on television, on YouTube, isn't always the best. It doesn't really work in real life, and it can lead you to some very bad consequences and a very bad future. So always just remember to try to be yourself and think positive yourself, study, all that other good stuff that I should probably be telling young, impressionable minds to do, right? Don't do drugs, and wait till you're older to drink, and don't think about girls, not just yet. It's so funny. Even today I was actually teaching my younger kids, 14, and I think I have my 11-year-old tomorrow, and it's very interesting to sometimes sit there, listen to them, and one of my oldest 14-year-old boys is kind of discussing how he can't talk to girls, and I'm like, why am I here right now? I was just looking for some sort of escape route, because he doesn't like to talk to the female teachers, but like girls his age, he can talk to older women sometimes, but he can't talk to girls his own age, and I'm like, oh my god, where's your dad? Somebody bail me out of this. too legit to quit and keep my reactions honest, and I always try to get permission from the people that want me to react. If people want me to react to stuff, then I always try to check with the original content people, and I just do my best to follow through. I just feel that's the best way to go about and make sure other people know that I'm not going out blatantly stealing people's content or taking other YouTubers' work without asking them first. That you can definitely believe I do my best to make sure we don't cross those lines, okay? So you keep on doing what you're doing, study up, keep working at it. I love the essay. I hope if you don't get an A, call me. I'm gonna talk to your teacher directly and we're gonna have some words. All right, man. You take care, and take care, Red Ritter Nation. Make sure if you guys have any other stuff, I have a P.O. box now, so you guys can send me all your fan mail and all that other stuff. I will certainly appreciate it. The office is coming along nicely. Behind you guys can't see it, but it's being decorated with fan art right now. It's a brand new day. Oh, what a brave new world we live in.
Alright, I've run out of patience. On to Ruth!